Good evening. Oh, hold on, my tracking might have gotten a little bit desynced. Oh, I see what the problem is. I normally rotate myself. There we go. I was like, why does this feel off? But yeah, we're starting a little bit late today. It's a little bit jank. I'm feeling oh, thank you for the rotation. I'm feeling a tiny bit under the weather today. And I actually collapsed on my way to my computer. So the delay is because I had to shake that off and patch myself up because whoops, I hurt myself when I hit the ground. You might notice a consequence in the form of my gameplay. My right hand currently feels very weak because that's how I caught myself. So I'm gonna have a slightly difficult time turning the camera and pushing buttons. But, you know, if you think about it, it's just a challenge run. Like so, exactly. Yeah, I can't hit buttons reflexively. It has to be like pre-mediated. I need to spend like a second applying pressure. Okay, let's try and find a door I haven't been through. We're in Beastmakers. I haven't done Metalhead, I could do that one. Let's just start with a relatively late game boss fight. What could possibly go wrong? But yeah, don't worry, I like disinfected and bandaged everything that I had to do, so. There's also a chance that my my hand will recover over the course of the stream. Be nice if it did. If memory serves, this boss fight, this quote-unquote boss fight, actually has a fair number of hidden gems. They're not just like conveniently on the way, you have to like go out of your way to get them. I do think it's kind of cool for a platformer in particular, making like the level itself part of the boss fight. Like, yes, there's a fight involved, but also like this is where like the tricky routing and platforming is. It's just kind of a cool dynamic, I think. Unless you're Mega Man and the level itself is the boss. I think it was recommended to me that I play Mega Man X. Like soonish. I might do that. Apparently it's a fairly quick game. Ow, my bones. I didn't even see what hit me there. Oh, he throws bananas. Next is fine. OG Mega Man is NES era nonsense. Yeah. Alright. can't remember how I'm supposed to get over here. I might have to like beat the boss and then climb up on top of the building. I'll just poke my nose around a little bit, see what I can see. Oh, actually, what it might be, there might be like an open grate down here that I can fly into. And then there's like a lift that takes me up. Or I might be confusing this with another world entirely. No, wait, there we are. This one's sneaky because it's like this. Unfortunately, picking up an extra life doesn't restore sparks. Unless it's a blue butterfly. That would actually restore sparks to full health, I think. Yep, gotta love a good dickish secret. It's like, okay, I know where it is. I just gotta work backwards to like figure out how to actually get there. The funny thing is, this secret isn't even how you get up to the, I was about to say, this secret isn't even how you get up to the, like, taller bits outside. But that's me corrected immediately. Yeah, maybe it's favoritism, but I have a deep and enduring fondness for Spyro. But, like, I'm allowed to play favorites. I never said I was impartial.
Metalhead is all charged up to meet you. Attacking the power pole should disrupt his power supply.
My hand is actually really hurting. I might have to have it looked at. We'll see how it feels, like, in a day. Might also just be, sore. Given that the injury, like, literally just happened. Like 10 minutes ago. Well, 15 minutes ago now. Sorry, I'm kind of low energy tonight. Gee, I wonder why. But yeah, no, like... I kinda just walked in and broke that guy's power poles and he kinda didn't do anything about it. I think that makes him a nerd. It's like, I'm pretty sure if I bully you and you just let it happen, that makes you a nerd. That's the rule. I dunk on nerds a lot for a nerd. Have you ever heard the phrase, leave unto others? Besides, it's not like I say nerd disparagingly. Oh, I can make him break his own stuff. I appreciate that he straight up killed his own Kai. Money. Gotta love money. Get turned off, nerd. Actually, I suppose I should phrase that as switched off. You, a weeb, call other people weebs disparagingly. Yeah, valid. I like how I was worried and then I come in here and I just like 0 damage run him. I'm far too powerful. I'm also missing approximately 15 gems. I'm going to assume that the... fuck. Sorry, pardon my French. I pressed triangle and my thumb hurt. There we go. Okay, now I'm just missing 10. Lighter presses. The problem with that is I have to press the button with a certain amount of force to actually make it register an input. I think I'll just play Claw tonight. That probably works better. Oh hey, gems. I did it. Thank you for the head pats. You know what I should do in the next world? Every time I find a portal, I should just walk into it and then walk back out. So that it's actually registered in my guidebook and I can be certain that I actually did them all. Because I'm not actually certain if I did every world in this world. I'm gonna look it up real quick. Spyro 1 Worlds List. Let's see. We'll just go down the whole list since we're here. Artisans, Stone Hill, Dark Hollow, Town Square, Sunny Flight, and Toasty, so that's 100%. Peacekeepers is Dry Canyon, Cliff Town, Ice Cavern, Night Flight, and Dr. Shem. Got those. Magic Crafters is Alpine Ridge, High Caves, Wizard Peak, Crystal Flight, and Blowhard. Got all of those. Peacemakers is Terrace Village, Misty Bog, Wild... Oh, Treetops. I gotta find Treetops and then I'm done. Now I remember. Is game audio low compared to my microphone? Game audio is where it normally is, I'm pretty sure. But I can turn it up if you want. Okay, gotta find Treetops now. That is a well, that is not a... Well, I thought it might still be a well, but I thought it might be the kind of a well that you can, like, go down. You've been noticing every stream for a while now? Maybe I, like, boosted my microphone gain and forgot about it? Actually, if it's every stream, that should be a stream setting. Let's put this back here and then add some volume to my... Add a little bit of volume. How about this? This should be an approximate 15% increase in volume. Oh hey, Treetops. Could be higher, but better. I mean, I can still do that, don't worry. This is really easy to do, actually. Oh god, no. Not 354%. Here we go. I want you to hear me, not have your eardrums explode. surely Twitch has some kind of like sanity check in place where like it caps the volume of a sound that goes through it. It would have been very funny for me though. No, it wouldn't have. I don't like hurting people. Like, I would have continued to hear the game at the same volume. You would have heard it approximately 12 times louder. No such sanity check exists. That feels like an oversight. Like, they've got bots that could, like, instantly ban me if my cleavage was a little bit too deep. But they can't be like, yeah, sounds above a certain decibel level are just, like, lowered down to that decibel level. Actually, that's not entirely true. If you're female presenting, which I am, you can actually have cleavage as deep as you want. However, any amount of side boob or under boob, regardless of how tasteful it is an instant ban. Which is a little weird to me. It's like you're not allowed to be lewd except in this list of pre-approved ways. Oh god, I just realized I'm gonna have to do the hardest jump in the entire trilogy with an injured hand. This is gonna be a time.
Greetings, Spyro. For an amazing tour of the treetops, don't just stop at one supercharge.
Hot tub streamers need a guideline. I legitimately think that the incredibly specific and odd ways that the terms of service are written are specifically to give hot tub streamers that loophole. It's like they want to make a show out of denouncing as much as possible, but they've got to let they want to keep those people on their site and not on other sites because they bring in a whole lot of money. Oh yeah, but yeah. When I say the hardest jump in the entire trilogy, I'll point it out when I see it. Hold on. Oh, that chest I should hit with a supercharge. Which is easily enough accomplished. You know, if I was done, if I didn't care about 100%, level would be done. Really easy, actually. The last time I did this, it took me about half an hour to land this jump. But yeah, you see up there? To get up there, you have to hit the ramp over there with maximum speed and jump perfectly. Worse than the Goron part of Fierce Deity? Substantially. Like, Goron part of Fierce Deity is just line up your initial charge and then take your hand off the thing. And then, like, you ricochet in a very specific way that just gets you there. With this, there is no autopilot. You have to build and maintain the highest level of speed. course, now I have to figure out how to get back to the start. Oh, here we are. So you might have noticed that access to this platform is available at an angle that I could jump off that ramp from. That's part of the jump. You need to chain together like every supercharged ramp in this entire level. I'll go for as much low-hanging fruit as I can first, though.
Spyro, if you jump at the end of a supercharged ramp, you can really go far. I'm all over it.
I like his, I was about to say horn earrings, but if they're not ears, are they earrings? I like his horn rings. As an Ora, you'd say yes. I'm also an Ora. At least in Final Fantasy XIV. IRL, I'm a fox. But actually, on my Ora in Final Fantasy XIV, I have an earring slot, not a horn ring slot. You like this jump? Oh, I'm not saying it's a bad jump, I'm just saying it's the most difficult jump. It has prestige. That might actually be where it's supposed to land. I want to say it starts here. It begins. This is where, like, every single one of the lives that I have built up is going to disappear. There we go. Well, that didn't work. If I run out of lives, I will have to start this level over, which, admittedly, I've collected most of the things in it. But my hand is better. My hand is a little bit better. I don't think that's what I was supposed to do. Yeah, luckily this isn't a controller breaker. It's not like a masher or anything like that. Actually, I think... never mind. It's not like a controller masher or anything. It's just skill. It's like small inputs, so I shouldn't be physically held back from doing it. Am I certain that it starts there? I might have to jump off that and land down there. Now that you're actually paying attention, the game looks delightful to play. It really, really is. Like, I don't know if you ever played the original Spyro, but the remakes, honestly, definitive way to play them. Like, a lot of the times when you get, like, remakes or remasters or whatever, you end up with two versions that both have pros or cons. As far as I'm concerned, this remake is definitive. Like, the only reason not to play this would be if you couldn't afford it or couldn't run it. I might actually... I think this isn't where I start, because I think what I do is I build up speed over there, ramp off of that, land here, and then pass through here. And then I chain that over there. So actually, I want to go down there, hop over there, go up and around like that. So I think this is where it starts. And if I'm not, oh well, I'll just keep trying to work out the route. Oh, that was incorrect. Yeah, so I pop out here, land on that. Let's get back up to where I was. My tummy is also acting up a little bit because I had a sausage for breakfast, and I feel like it was perhaps not the best example of a sausage. It has been sitting wrong in my tummy all day. At least Spyro didn't die. Alright, round 2. Honestly, with the checkpoint here, it might be faster to just die if I mess up. Okay, keep going right, keep going right. Jump and pick up speed. Okay, that gets me up here, but this isn't the tricky jump. The proper one has a dragon at the end. It's funny because the dragon at the other one, when you free him, he says something along the lines of, "Oh, thank God, I legitimately thought I was going to be here forever. I thought that nobody would ever be— oh no. I thought that nobody would ever be able to reach me here." Alright, let's try this again. Let's try this again. I'm not sure if this jump is the same start as the other one. Let's start up on that tree trunk, and see what I can do with that. And if I don't have enough speed, then I know that I need to get to it from somewhere else. Also, that egg thief needs to die at some point. I might have had the opportunity to kill him when I jumped up there before and then forgot to do so. In which case, oopsie. I never like to leave somebody unmurdered. It's like you want to get the job done. Get it done right. you so enjoy being a little gremlin. Alright, so... I won, but at what cost? I don't think I get the egg if I do that. Okay, I think the other route... Never mind. Deliberately wipe out. Oh, I think I did catch him last time, and then he just respawned because I died. Okay, okay. He's dead and that's what matters. Honestly, let's just do this to get back. Okay, how am I gonna get over there? The nice thing about being a fox, low-key unironically, is that I can just say yandere stuff off the cuff and it's technically still in character. And if there's anything I'm concerned about, it's staying in character 100% of the time. It's actually a really nice hack. If you just are a fox, you can make your VTuber persona a fox. Okay, I don't think I can jump up here, actually. So, I don't think I can jump up here. So I wouldn't need to worry about landing on this. Okay, what am I aiming at? Okay, I'm aiming at that over there. Original fox, do not steal. You know, if you think about it, because of the way that, like, evolution works, at some point there was an original fox. I wonder how much mischief they got up to. Okay, I do want to break that chest, so... That was on me, I twisted right too early. Probably the one that told the hare to be okay to take a nap mid-race. Was that a fox? It has been so long since I've read The Tortoise and the Hare. It does sound like something a fox would do, though. Okay, no jump, just hit this. And then if I clear it completely... Is that what I want to do? Or do I ramp off of that and end up somewhere else? Maybe I end up in there? Also, full disclosure, if I run out of lives... Yeah, I think that's what it is. I have to do the, like, hard right turn and then go up that ramp backwards. If I die, if I run out of my lives, full disclosure, I'm gonna use the 99 lives code. No shame whatsoever. Oh, almost. almost isn't good enough. What are you, my mother? That was an oopsie. I think I took a wrong turn. The annoying voice in my head. Fun fact, ADHD meds get rid of that voice. It's actually quite pleasant being alone with my thoughts, for once. Okay, I think this is, I think this is it. I did it! Big rewards for making it here. I did that really fast, all things considered.
That was quite a ride, Spyro. You learned a lot since you were a young glider.
Yeah, well, you could have found an easier spot to get stuck.
Okay, that's what it was. I thought the guy was like, oh, I thought nobody would ever find me. Instead, Spyro complains about it. I'm pretty sure that's the only dragon that Spyro outright complains about. And as far as I'm concerned, that is the single hardest jump in the entire trilogy. I think there's even a skill point for zoning into the level and then hitting that jump without dying. Originally, he might have complained. I don't know if they actually changed the dialogue between versions. Like, the one change that they actually did make was in Spyro 2. I think I mentioned this last time, but in Spyro 2, the original, Elora, the fawn, Spyro takes a look at her and he goes, "What are you, some kind of goat?" And she's like, "I'm a fawn, you dork." And it's got like this very sassy tone to it. And in the remake, it's very playful.
Dragons have been rescued. Jump in the balloon, and I'll show you the Dreamweaver's world. Are you ready to go?
And like, making somebody less sassy or less of a brat is usually a downgrade. At least in my opinion. Also, I feel like strength is coming back into my thumb. What was I gonna say? You know, during that loading screen, I tried putting pressure on it in various places, and I'm pretty sure it's not seriously hurt. But the actual, like, meat is probably going to be bruised tomorrow. But, like, as long as I didn't break my hand, everything is okay. Also, welcome to Magic Weavers. I love the aesthetic of this place. I'm a huge, huge, huge sucker for magical crystals. Yeah, let's try walking in here and then walking out. It adds a couple of loading screens, but it also adds the world to my guidebook. I want this treasure, but I haven't earned it yet. We call that self-control. Actually, you know what? I literally got a list of worlds pulled up. I don't need the guidebook. Well, that was rude. Also, fun fact, so in this game, touching water of any depth really hurts Spyro, because he can't swim. In Spyro 2, partway through the game, Spyro learns how to swim. And then in Spyro 3, he can just swim from the start because he learned how to swim in Spyro 2. Like, he retains every ability that he like learned or unlocked in Spyro 2. Which I think is delightful continuity. Like, he doesn't forget, he doesn't have to relearn. It's just, yeah, he's growing. He starts out as a very little dragon, and he ends up as a slightly less little dragon.
Welcome to the Dreamweavers, young one. While chasing Nasty's minions in this world, you must expect the unexpected and prepare for what is not there.
But if it's not there, then what my preparations have been for naught? Lofty Castle. Also, the boss door from earlier was named Jacques. I like Jacques. It's one of those fun names to me. I like how those two have, like, great power. And what they choose to spend it on is effectively being wacky, inflatable, arm-flailing tube men. It's like, go for it, live your best lives.
Hello, Spyro. Nicely done. I'll be done when I've toasted that nasty Nork.
Also, speaking of names that are fun to say, I like how, I believe at the beginning, it's the reporter goes, Ganasty Ganork. It's kind of funny though, because like, getting somebody's name wrong is one of the most surefire ways to like, enrage them. Like, I used to go by another name online before I started going by Ariel. Because I was just like, screw it, let's just use my name. But part of why I decided to stop using it is because everybody got it wrong. My old handle had the word Kitsune in it. But the problem is, most people don't know how to pronounce Kitsune. You can only be called Kitsun so many times. This man is so fabulous that he's literally sparkling while standing there doing nothing.
But that does not mean they shouldn't be attacked.
Sounds all right to me.
That same logic is also why you should bully billionaires on Twitter, just saying. of the world. Okay, haunted, whatever that's called. I'm not done in this world yet, though. There are still people that I need to kill. That I need to kill, rather. I try to enunciate my words. At least this time I have an excuse. Sparks, where to? Over there? Thank you. Oh, right, those two. I primed them for killing and then I didn't kill them. How foolish of me. Then again, it's arguably more entertaining. Like, yeah, I'm gonna come kill you at some point, but you don't know when. Fun fact, that's actually part of a logic puzzle, believe it or not. Well, that's me corrected. But yeah, the logic puzzle basically goes, a absolutely deplorable man. Like, he has done whatever crimes you can think of that would suit this punishment. A man has been sentenced to death. He is going to be executed for his crimes. But the judge goes, simply dying is too good for you. I want you to spend your last days in fear. So, I'm going to have you put to death someday this week, but I'm not going to let you know which one it is. Like, you're not going to know ahead of time when you're going to die. And so that anxiety will, like, make things worse for you. But upon hearing this, the man just starts acting really smug and confident. And the riddle is, why is he acting so smug and confident? You know what? Actually, let's get roughly back up to where I was before, then I'll take a 5-minute break. Because it's Sunday. Well, let's say that it's sometime in the next week. It could be any day on the next week. He doesn't know which day it is, though. But he's smug for some reason. Let's take a 5-minute break, and I'll give the answer after the break. I should do this more often, actually. This is a great cliffhanger. I return. Those apples would have hurt, but I am too cool to take physical damage. Unfortunately, I wasn't wearing these sunglasses when I fell over earlier. Okay, let's do this but not get blasted off the edge this time. I actually really hope that, like, resting overnight restores a majority of function to my hand, because I was actually really wanting to play Monster Hunter Wilds tomorrow with the Street Fighter collaboration. It's like, I'm not sure how I feel about being forced to play as Akuma, but being able to punch monsters in the face kind of justifies itself, I feel. Alright, now we can move on. Fun fact, because I have so many eggs from the previous world, eggs I say, that's Spyro 3, because I have so many dragons from the previous worlds, I could technically just completely skip this world. I have enough to qualify to go to the endgame. But that would lock me out of the bonus level, so... Let's start with Icy Flight. You have to play as Akuma for it? Yep, because all the punches and kicks and stuff are his punches and kicks. So, like, you get a special armor set that turns you into Akuma, and you have to be wearing that armor set in order to do the punches and kicks. Like, you have to look like him, you can't just wear it and then, like, wear your cosmetic gear. Like, you have to look like him. And just looking like him, admittedly, is enough to use the moves. Like, you could wear, like, a proper build underneath it. But the actual armor for him has a set bonus that actually makes the punches do actual damage. So realistically, you want to be wearing the armor, the Akuma armor, if you want to be using the Akuma punches. I'm just gonna wipe out, I feel like I completely messed this up. You didn't know you had to use it to unlock it? I don't know about unlocking it, all I know is about actually using it in the fight. But I think the event quest that rewards the tickets that make the armor is actually get to play as him. But I don't know confidently enough to say that that is the case. Also, I feel like I've low-key messed up my route on this flight. At least the trains are really easy to hit as long as you're going against the flow. I also think I missed a lighthouse. Oh, yep, that one over there. I'm also missing, like, 3 of the helicopter guys, but I didn't see them in that area. Maybe I'm just blind. That was not a deliberate wipeout. Oh well. In your opinion, this is the worst one? They definitely get harder as you go along. Whoops. I think I prefer how Spyro 3 remixed them. Like the concept? Where they're like actually races. Oh, hold up. Get ignited, lighthouse nerd. Has anybody ever called the lighthouse a nerd before? Or am I a pioneer? Okay, I'll get him later. He lives for now. I don't have time to be chasing him down. If I hadn't messed up the lighthouse bit, I would have caught him right as he passed through. Okay, I think the other helicopter guys were through the tunnel. Good to keep in mind. That was this way, I think. So realistically, I should probably grab these guys on my way through. But then I might not kill the trains on time. Oh, Gabia, let's play. Welcome. And thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate it. Welcome to my channel. My name is Ariel. We have some pretty chill vibes here. I'm a White Fox VTuber. Arctic Fox, rather. I'm a little discombobulated today because I fell over right before stream. I'm a little discombobulated most days, but today is because I fell over. And today we're playing some Spyro. The first. The remake. Okay, so that's timed pretty well if I kill the helicopter guys on pace. Also, full disclosure, not my first time playing this game, but it's been a while. I played the original PS1 version. The remake is absolutely gorgeous, though. And then I absolutely messed the whole thing up by diving face first into the water. Also, my design doesn't usually have sunglasses, but whoops. My design doesn't usually have sunglasses, but I've got to be really cool to play Spyro. It's important. Lurking? Alright, have a wonderful night. I should set up a lurk command. I missed a lighthouse. Wait, hold up, did I just blow up the entire train by charging it instead of flaming it? Interesting. I also missed all the chests. I'm pretty sure I do those on the final, I'm pretty sure I do the chests when I swing back through here, at, like, the end. Wait, hold on, I'm missing a lighthouse. Where is it? Why am I missing this lighthouse? Maybe I should do the chest while I'm here. Going to the grocery store. I hope everything is on, I hope everything is reduced for you. Yeah, actually, let's try grabbing these chests while we're here. Yeah, actually, I probably should grab the chests at the same time as the lighthouses. I pronounced that really weird. Lighthouses. Yep, have a wonderful night. Alright. I was hoping I could, like, open the guide and see how many chests I grabbed. Also, yeah, charging those trains seems like the way. Especially since they're grounded. I should definitely set up a proper lurk command. I know the person who tried to use it is currently lurking, but... Does anybody else have any suggestions as to what could happen if you hit /lurk or !lurk? Because it's kind of arbitrary what can happen. Technically, I could make it so that if you lurk, I rotate. Or similar. They blow up. I can't blow up somebody in chat. Actually, wait, yes I can. I absolutely can do that. That's a brilliant idea. Okay, I'm just gonna dedicate this this attempt to figuring out where that last golden chest is. Right there, probably hidden on my initial approach by the lighthouse. Alright, let's do this. Let's do this. So I do that, then behind it there's a chest. Then I come up here. Then I go here. Then there's like 4 in a semicircle back here. That lighthouse is lit. I should have hit that one on the way in. Suboptimal to say the least. Spyro forgot to turn on his fire brick today. Oh, thank you for the rotation. I will hydrate the next time I... Thematically appropriately, I will hydrate the next time Spyro falls in the water. I kinda got a groove going right now. I'm allowed to say groove, I'm wearing sunglasses. Do a sneaky little U-turn there. And I missed a chest, whoopsie. Okay, my time's not amazing. But conceivably I can still salvage this. Honestly, the hardest part is definitely, oh, come on. Definitely remembering where all the different little things are. Stinky? I'm not stinky, you're stinky. Actually, I'm probably stinky. I got fairly sweaty today. Well, I ran out of time, but I lived, but then I ran out of time again. But in a worse way that I didn't live through. Spyro's fire really could be, just like an inch longer. There we go. It's not the size, it's how you use it. I mean, there. But, like, I'm using it pretty incompetently, and a little bit of extra size I think would make up the difference. Okay, Spyro has a concussion, but he's also got 30 seconds to, kill this train. appropriately timed. Also, here's your hydrate. If you heard a crinkling, ow, 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 ow. If you heard a crinkling noise, that was... Oh, but I lived. Wait, as I was saying, if you hear a crinkling noise, that was me picking up a plastic water bottle. Y'all really hit me with everything in a row there. Okay, the train being that far left means that I actually made fairly decent time, I think. Kill him, kill him, kill him, get back on the track. Immaculate. Then there's this, and then I kill these guys, and then I'm done. If memory serves, this technically isn't the last Speedway level, but it is the last meaningfully difficult one. I did it! Oh, thank you for the head pats. Except you're petting me where you hit me with a baseball bat, so it's actually quite tender. Alright, let's just go straight into Lofty Castle from here. By my estimation, I'll probably finish this game next stream. Because like I just got the rest of the Magic Weaver's worlds and then Nasty's world. And Nasty's world isn't that big. Though it is surprisingly difficult. It feels nice to be in a world with no time limit. Shoot, what's the word for when you knock something out of the sky? It's not defenestrate, that's when you knock something out of a window. That's when you throw something through a window. I feel like there's a specific word for when you knock something out of the sky. Whatever that word is, I did it to that man. And he deserved it. Such is the price of defiance. And I'll do it again. So fun fact, those guys are wearing armor and carrying shields. IRL, that never actually happened. The image of like a knight in gleaming plate armor, carrying a longsword and carrying a shield all at once, is a relatively modern invention.
Fairies are always on your side, Spyro.
If that fairy's not a marketable plush that you can buy from like the Spyro store, missed opportunity. But yeah, the image of like a knight in shining armor, wielding a sword in one hand and carrying a shield in the other, basically didn't exist before Dungeons and Dragons kind of like codified that as what a fighter is. Because, like, realistically, think about it. In scenarios where plate armor is worn, which is to say you're, like, a noble person, because it's expensive, it has to be, like, custom made to you. You're a noble person fighting on a battlefield that doesn't use modern weaponry. So, like, the most dangerous thing you're going to have to stare down the barrel of is a crossbow, or, like, somebody else with a melee weapon. If you're wearing full plate armor, you're basically invincible. Like, you're not truly invincible, but, like, you can't be cut by a sword. You can't really be clubbed. There are various things that are, like, designed to pierce armor, but, like, blunt weapons, they don't work as well as you think they would. Like, IRL plate armor basically makes you invincible. Most things that you think of as, like, counters to plate armor are, like, video game conventions. Swords could absolutely be plate armor. You weren't, like, truly invincible, but, like, if you got hit by a sword in, like, a skirmish, it wasn't going to do anything to you, is the point I'm making. But, like, the main point that I'm making there is, if you're wearing full plate armor, you have absolutely no reason to also carry a shield, is the main thing I was getting at there. Because, like, the handful of things that can deal with somebody in full plate armor... Hold on.
Ah, Spyro, thanks. Supercharge will get you to new places here in Lofty Castle, too. See where it takes you.
I like how his horns are just crackling with power. But yeah, like, anything that could, like, deal with somebody in plate armor, like, being knocked to the ground and having a dagger shoved through your helmet, or, like, into one of your joints. Shield wouldn't stop that. For the deflecting power, you're wearing armor. You automatically deflect everything. Parrying shield, I don't know if that was worn with full plate armor. But yeah, also, great swords weren't really a thing. Like video game great swords that are like the size of your body. What you think of as a one-handed longsword was actually carried in two hands. And usually what you would have if somebody was in armor was they'd also have a longsword and they'd be running around chopping up poor people. They were nobles LARPing. And then they'd come back home and they'd be like, I'm a war hero, when they were never meaningfully exposed to danger at all, at any point. The actual people who do the actual fighting would wear like a gambeson and carry a spear. And were since Zweihander sort of thing that existed? Not in the ways that people think. Like, I think that there were French paladins that kind of lived up to the notion of, like, a knight in shining armor, but for the most part, it was rich people LARPing and chopping up peasants for glory. I have a disdain for the wealthy.
Thank you for releasing me.
I don't know if you noticed or not. It's one of those topics that, like, gets me ranting just a little. I like how helpful the parries are in this level. Most of the time they just sat me with their wands, and they're just like, well, if you die, we'll bring you back. We're not gonna lift a finger to help you while you can still do anything on your own, though. Come to think of it, wouldn't it be, like, way more efficient if I had a parry companion instead of Sparks? Nick was onto something. Just whenever I go down, she immediately revives me. I think it'd be really funny if I took a hit while Sparks was distracted by something and it killed me because he wasn't there to take the hit for me, because he was distracted. That would be obnoxious, but it would also be very funny. ADHD Sparks. If I ever make a game with like a companion that like follows along and helps you out, I might make that like a challenge mode option. Where like they can only do one thing at a time. Rather than like the full list of features that they would normally offer you. Oh, also his name is SPARX, not SPARKS. He is Sparks the Firefly. Yes, exactly, Sparks with an X. Of course it's Sparks, it's a 90s game. Called out. Oh, the Dark Passage. That's what I call it when I wake up in the middle of the night and I have to like stumble to the kitchen for a glass of water. It's like all the lights are out. But if I turn them on, I'll flashbang myself. Therefore, I must navigate the Dark Passage. Finally, gratification on those gems in particular. You thought foxes had good night vision? We do. That's why I don't turn the light on. I like how these dogs' eyes are pointing in different directions. That's a character quirk that always amuses me way more than it should. But yeah, foxes are nocturnal. We are nighttime hunters. IRL pug. Yeah, basically, their small size is what they really are, and then the large size is what they think they are. Also, ara ara.
The enemies here can be quite frightening, but you should watch the fools.
I'd rather flame the fools.
Now you're thinking.
When you're a dragon, every solution is set it on fire. Yeah, the sound that I make when I'm night hunting is ara ara. Hold on, I'll bonk myself. I deserve this one. Where to put that? Here it is. Ow, 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 ow. What am I hunting for? Smiles. I like how I killed him as he ate me. In this timeline, Spyro has canonically inhabited a corpse. I do so love a good mischievous chuckle. Mischievous snicker, rather. A chuckle is too innocent.
Thank you for releasing me.
I like his constellation glasses. It bugged me just a little bit that they were mirrored images of one another. Like, it probably would have looked slightly better even if they were like rotated rather than mirrored, or rotated and mirrored. But just being a one-to-one mirror is just a tiny, tiny, tiny little bit aesthetically displeasing. At least to me. Though if you weren't paying attention, you probably have no clue what I'm talking about. Bakari? That sounds like a Japanese name.
You know, I think you just might be the dragon to defeat Nasty Nork.
That's me, all right.
I like his sheep slippers. Fun fact, I've got a pair of fox slippers. Realistically, they should probably squeak when I step in them. Because that's the sound that white socks have. No, they're slippers and they're pink. I was gonna say they should probably squeak when I walk on them because that's the sound the foxes make. Very squeaky creatures. But they're just totally mundane slippers. Also, I think because I was 10 minutes late to stream today, I'll go over by 10 minutes if that's okay with you. If memory serves, there was like a... Oh, there we are. Gotta find my way up there. Came good, so I stop. Mostly because I only schedule 2 hours at a time. For quite a while now, actually, I have been wanting to expand my streaming schedule. Like, I want to do more streams and longer streams. And the only reason that I haven't is because I'm trying to find new stable employment. Because that will almost certainly necessitate a schedule shuffling anyway. Well, it's a joke, but fair, but it can be a joke with like a real answer. There you are. Getting a new job will probably necessitate some schedule shuffling anyway. So the way I see it, may as well kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Like, find out what my open time is and then fill it with as much streaming as I can stomach. Honestly, realistically, I would stream 24/7 if not for the fact that I want to hang out with people sometimes. I just really like streaming. Longer sessions, Xenoblade X. I don't currently own Xenoblade X. But yeah, like, longer sessions would let me play games like Xenoblade or like Baldur's Gate. I've actually really been itching to play Baldur's Gate 3. But like, that's like a 500-hour game. Damn, stream life. I mean, I really, really like doing it. I've built up enough vocal stamina over the course of the streams that I have done that I'm pretty confident I could talk all day. And in fact, on the few occasions I have yapped all day. Something Valhalla. Yeah, no, Valhalla was like... Valhalla was a voice workout like nothing else. Butterfly, you are my new sparks. Yeah, no, really like streaming. What if I do a little sneaky down here? What happens? Oh, it's just this. Gotcha. Yeah, no, really like streaming. Would happily do a lot more of it. Hold that thought.
Thanks, Spyro. I'd love to help you catch Nasty, but I'd really hate to be trapped in Crystal again.
I love his wings.
The only one that's gonna be trapped is him.
Like, those wings are straight off of Her Affinity, but I love them anyway. You know, having said that out loud, probably literally yes. something that I consider very important currently. Because, like, when I watch streams, I like them to be predictable. I like there to be, like, a very consistent schedule. Hold that thought again.
Thank you for releasing me.
I tend to prefer it when there's a very consistent schedule, because then I can make it part of my routine. Like, okay, it's 7 o'clock on a Thursday. I'm going to go tune into this person. And so I want to offer that kind of consistency to the greatest degree that I can. Also, I just noticed my thumb is feeling a lot better now. It still hurts a little bit when I extend it, but overall... I did it! Yeah, honestly, what I might just start doing is keeping, like, my set schedule. Thank you for the headbands, I really appreciate it. Something I might start doing is keeping my set schedule. Like, on the appointed days at the ow, 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 ow. Sorry, I just put weight on my hand. On the appointed days at the appointed times, I stream the appointed games. But then, like, outside of that, I just kind of do whatever I want. That is an option. I could do that. Where it's like, okay, here's where you can find me reliably, and for the rest of it, hey, notifications are a thing. Join my Discord, get the stream watcher roll. If you get the stream watcher roll in my Discord, you get pinged every time I go live, which in my opinion is substantially more reliable than hoping Twitch will notify you. I appreciate that these guys stay small when you shrink them, so you don't have to go through the whole thing to make them small every time you want to go through you. At least I think that's how it works. They might get made big again, but I think they stay small for that reason. Dark Passage, Lofty Castle, Icy Flight... Jacques and Haunted Towers are the ones that are remaining. Jacques in kind of like a little alcove. Here we go. Yes, what up? Hi, I'm here. I'm attentive. I need to watch the new Elden Ring Night Rain trailer. It's very funny. I will do that after stream. I think the Haunted Towers are over there. Am I attentive? Yes, I'm medicated. It's wonderful. So anyway, that looked like cracks. I wondered if maybe I could smash through it. But this level is 100% complete, so I probably can't. So yeah, just this, then the boss of this world, and then the boss of all worlds. This one's taking a minute to load. totally not cursed armor. Go ahead and put it on. Hey, wizards from the Magic Crafters. I think these knights are technically invincible, but they die after a short amount of time. That or they just become obstacles, one or the other. I wasn't sure if they were the type where you have to destroy the wizard. Oh, you know what it is? I think you get Super Flame in this level. Or Super Charge, and that's how you kill them. Yeah, I think this fairy gives you... Actually, I think this fairy gives you Ice Breath. Nope, it's Super Flame. Alright. Perished. Let's get as much stuff done as I can in the time limit. Pretty productive Super Flame. I could always just go back and get another one, but like... I was going to say, why would I ever settle for multiple kisses when one would do the job? But it's like, wait, no, kisses are awesome. Kisses means somebody love you. Well, usually they mean that. Oh, thank you for the apples.
Hey, Spyro. All dragons know there's magic in a fairy's kiss. See what it can do to your power of flame.
I don't really like the vibe on that guy, and I couldn't tell you why. Groomer energy? You know, that's exactly what it is. He's just a little bit too familiar. Like, I'm sure he's a perfectly nice person, but like, the vibe you give off and like, your actual personality aren't necessarily the same thing. I need another kiss. I also need a butterfly. Or in a pinch, a sheep will do. I was gonna say, imagine being able to just like walk up to somebody and request kisses whenever you want. And then I'm like, wait, that's literally just what being in a relationship is. Also, the game bullying is not like a way to harass girls and bully by asking them to kiss you. I've never actually played bully. I don't know what it's about, other than being a bully. Ooh, supercharge. I hear something rattling here. I wonder if I can smash that down. if it was a breakable wall, they'd probably put cracks on it. But I gotta check. In Bully, you can give girls gifts to charm them for a kiss that replenishes your health. After you max out your English class, you can just ask for kisses on demand. Interesting. Okay, I'm gonna stop bonking my head against that now. Lutalo.
Hold your horns. Here comes Spyro.
Patience, little one. You'll soon have the opportunity to battle the one who matters most. Nasty Nork.
I like how he's got an oil burning lamp there. It's like, is that a genie? Can you just wish Nasty Nork away? I saw a fan animation for the Fairly Odd Parents not long ago. Like the other day, I mean. And honestly... it's not really a very deep thought. All I was gonna say is the plot only really works because Timmy's stupid. If you have any level of intelligence, you can get a lot of things done with a parry. Well, a parry is defined by that particular setting. Hello? Will you give me a kiss, please? Or do you want them dead first? Yeah, like, in canon, the reason why Timmy's perpetually 10 is because he made a wish to freeze time. Like, retroactively, that's been the reason all along. Okay, so that I need to hit with a supercharge. That is the second door on the right. Okay. Second door on the right. I think what I'm gonna do, because I was late to stream today, I'm gonna finish this level, however long that takes. And then we'll call it square. Second door on the right, let's go. My planet needs me. Except my planet is down instead of up. What I should have done is I should have just jumped clean over it. I got juked by the, what's the word? I got juked by the presence of the curve. I thought I had to follow it. Wait, I'm stupid. Hold on. So I got extra juked by the presence of the curve. It made me think that I had to do a supercharge. It's like, oh, that's like a one-way thing that you can charge through. Surely I have to charge through there. Ha, you fool. You can't kill me with explosions. I've built up an immunity to large explosions by exposing myself to smaller explosions deliberately. that is how things work. That's just science. Well, that's me bodied. Sorry I zoned out for a second there. My mind is filled with thoughts of how I might implement exploding anybody in chat who lurks. I got some ideas, but I'll need to experiment with them. It's such a funny concept. I want to do it. Okay, so that's the end of the level, but like... I'm missing a dragon and over 100 gems. And most of my bones. Oh, there we go. Hot potato bot? I don't know what that is. I like how even though I was squished, when I died my head was shining. Also, you know what? While I'm discussing, like, making alterations to the stream, would you guys prefer it or dislike it if I added chat to the actual stream itself? Like chat scrolling over my head, for example. The main things that would accomplish would be, preserving chat in the replay, like in the VOD, even after the actual chat logs themselves are gone. And also making it so that people who are... what's the word? People who are watching full screen can still see it. Viewing live is a non-issue to make my life easier in VODs and highlights. It definitely would be easier if chat was just like there on screen. Compared to like... me having to transcribe what chat said. I feel like what I need is up there. I gotta get up there somehow. Something I actually considered doing. Okay, there's definitely something going on over here. I wonder if I can super flame the wall down. It's been long enough that I do not remember. Something that I was looking into briefly was seeing if I could, like, record stream to one file, and then record chat to another. So, like, I'd have, like, for like a 2-hour stream, let's say, I'd have, like, a 2-hour-long video that is the stream, and then I'd have a 2-hour-long video that is chat. The main obstacle in the way of that is that that's not really a thing that you can do. Like, you technically can, but to do that I'd have to open OBS twice. And I'd have to run it... I'd have to have it recording twice. Sounds like extra work? I mean, it depends on how I use it. If it's... Assuming my system could handle it, that's only, that's realistically only 3 extra clicks at the start of a stream. 3 or 4. But honestly, it might just be better to, put it over my head. I think I want to get over there. I'm not sure how I get over there. Wait, this is over there. Glad I didn't overthink that one for too long. Alright, I'm gonna go try breathing fire all over that wall over there. Another issue with, another potential issue with the hypothetical solution of, like, putting chat in a different video file entirely is then I need to synchronize it in post. And, like, that's a pain. I don't want to do that. Okay, I'm pretty sure I need to get up there. I just can't remember how to get up there. Maybe I... Oh, you know what? I think I... No, I don't. I was like, I think I do need to charge here to jump that, but no. Unless I simply record the window in which I watch my own stream as a viewer. No, that's way too much. Probably the best way to do it is to just integrate it directly into the live stream itself. Which shouldn't be too difficult. And if it's not going to disrupt the live viewing experience, then I don't see any reason not to. Making it look nice, I will simply chroma key the background out. You will be floating text. I might give you an outline if I can figure out how to do that. That would also be convenient for multi-streaming. Because something I want to try doing once I get my new model finished, I'm working on it, I promise, is streaming both to Twitch and to YouTube. And so having both streams on screen, and clearly delineated because that's a TOS thing, having both streams on screen would let you see everybody that I'm responding to without having to have both streams open. Although making you have both streams open would double my view count. Pro strats, let's go. Okay, I am brain empty. I am not sure what to do here. Why did the dragon tell me to be careful about Nasty Nork? Why didn't he be like, hey, Spyro, here, let me give you uppies? I really feel like I should be able to knock this wall down. Like, there's clearly a dragon there. Wait, where does this go? There's a lift over there as well. It's probably something really dumb, like a lift that I just didn't notice. Maybe Shimas ran out. I think they should actually still be in effect. I took them kinda late this morning because I woke up kinda late this morning. suspect that if I can get over there, all of my problems will be solved. The question becomes, how do I get over there? Hello? That probably just sends me back up here. Yeah, that just sends me back up here. Twitch is about to run ads, and I don't want to run ads. But I might not have a choice. Maybe next week, but I don't want to put it off to next week. But yeah, unless I forget, I think I'll try to have chat over my head by my next stream. Whoops. If I could just figure out how to get over there. Like, I'm pretty sure all I have to do is just get there. But the question becomes, how do I get there? I see some wisps. I see some wisps that might be updrafts. Let's try it. Those wisps were not updrafts. I feel like I should be able to just make the glide from here. But I clearly cannot. Maybe from higher up. Also, I don't have a choice. Ads have to happen now. So this is a 5-minute break. Please use this time to refill your beverage, go to the bathroom, anything that would take you approximately 5 minutes. was only 4 minutes, but like, it was enough for me. Now find it. Okay. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's the baseline of what I gotta do. Maybe go to the left instead of to the right. Ow. Actually, you know what? Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Silly Fox once again got juked by the Spyro. I was like, hold on, what if I use the Spyro to like loop around and come back up? But I turned too shallowly for that to be a thing that I can do. Instead, I will simply do this. Oh, I need to do that all with a, I need to do that all with a super flame. Okay, time limit.
You've become a master of the supercharge. Great work.
You thought I already tried that? I did try it, but I turned right instead of left, and then I just gave up without turning left. Oh, there's probably another parry in here. I was afraid that I'd have to go and get a super flame from downstairs. Actually, I might have to do that anyway. Never mind. Unless there's a parry up there. This feels like something I'm supposed to use a parry to get through, though. Not to get down from. Alright. I certainly hope I have enough time. Actually, wait, if they're just not animated, I just gotta go past. Oh, yeah, I've been rotated. When in doubt, go fast. Ah, perfect. This should be everything I need to finish the level. Get flat, idiot. Hold that thought, actually. Check this out. Call this a treat for sticking with me. Hold that thought. These are for the original Spyro. Hold on. Now I'm flat. I'm a very small dragon. Oh, is this just like a permanent super flame? Awesome. I guess this area just loves me more than everybody else. Have I ever heard of Flatma Dragon? Interesting, I just got an achievement for defeating all 10 soldiers, which is really weird because I've 100%ed this game before. like on this account, this version of the game. Oh, you know what? Maybe I was gonna say, maybe I didn't kill them all in one go, but like... weird. I'm not gonna question it too hard. It'd be cool if I could just keep this super flame for the rest of the game. As little of it as there is. Well, it was a bit laborious, but I did it. And now I'm up to a full 10,000 gems. Which is a pretty respectable number, I think. Oh, you know what? Hold that thought. Check this out. Come on. No, here we go. Alright. Have a wonderful night, everybody. That's the end of the stream for tonight. I pushed it a little bit longer because I was late. Next stream is going to be on Friday. I haven't entirely decided the game yet, but I'm feeling something Metroidvania-y, so we'll see what that turns into. Next time I'm streaming this game is going to be on Wednesday. I hope you have a wonderful night. I hope to see you again. Let's go raid Henri, a friend of mine who is currently playing Doom Eternal. Not Doom Eternal, sorry, Doom 2016. That's the one before Eternal.